Hi guys, how are you today? Well, we're going to solve this limit. The limit as x approaches a half of the function the square root of 4x squared plus 3 minus 2 over 2x minus 1. Well, the first thing that we are going to do is to observe the general aspect of this function, and we might infer that it's a division a over b. And we already know that it's got a restriction. B must be different from 0. So, first of all, let's replace the value of x, that is a half, in the denominator to see what we got. So 2 multiplied by x, I mean a half, 2 multiplied by a half equals 1. And 1 minus 1, 0. So, it's undefined. Now, what we have to do next is to get rid of the undefined part of this function. So let's start. Let's analyze the numerator. We have a root. So one alternative is to conjugate the numerator. So let's do it. To conjugate. So we multiply both in the numerator and the denominator, but the conjugate of the root. So we got this, and now the conjugate would be 4x squared, okay, plus 3, and instead of negative 2, write plus 2 square root. Now we write exactly the same on the denominator, 4x squared, okay, plus 3, and here plus 2. Finally, the square root. Okay. Now, when we conjugate, we obtain a difference of squares. Let's see. This value could be called a. So this is a also. And this part is 2. Will be b, and this will be b. So here we got a minus b multiplied by a plus b. Now, if we go to the difference of squares, here a plus b multiplied by a minus b, or vice versa, is the same as a squared minus b squared. Okay, so we're here equals, and we transform this difference of squares. So a minus b multiplied by a plus b equals a squared minus b squared. So raising a to the second power, we eliminate the square root, and we keep what we have inside the root. So what we have inside the root is 4x. It's 4x, okay? So we write here what we got inside the root. 4x squared, it's okay, plus 3. This part corresponds to a squared minus, we were minus, and we raise to the second power b, and we have 2 in b, so 2 raised to the second power equals 4, and that will be b squared. Alright, and the same on the denominator, so it doesn't change. We have 2x minus 1, that's okay, multiplied by the square root of 4x squared plus 3, yeah, plus 2. Now, we have to continue here in this part. So, the limit, write the limit as x approaches a half. We'll have to continue writing this until we replace the value of the limit. So here we got 4x squared. Now, plus 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So here we have 4x squared, that's okay, minus 1. On the denominator, so we continue writing the same. 2x, yeah, minus 1. And that multiplied by the square root of 4x squared plus 3 square root, like this, plus 2. Plus 2. Okay, we got undefined on the denominator, so we have to get rid of that 0. But apparently, there is no way to eliminate that 0. But if we observe carefully, we will notice that on the numerator, we have a difference square also. Let's see. It would be a square. Why? Because the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of x squared is x minus 1, because the square root of 1 is 1. Now we're going to do the same process, but in the other way. We're here, a squared minus b squared. Now we're going from here to there. Okay, we're going to do the opposite process that we did at the beginning. So we have 4x squared. We write parentheses. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of x squared is s minus 1. And we multiply that by the same, but with opposite sign. 2x plus 1. Let's observe. A squared minus 1, we can put the square here, because 1 squared equals 1 squared equals 1. So we have 1 squared, let's change this 1 by b, minus b squared equals a. If 4x squared is a squared, so a is 2x. And b squared, so b will be 1. The same thing here, a, b. Here with negative sign, and here with positive sign. And we go to the denominator, and we write the same. 2x minus 1. You might say that here it's possible to cross out 2x minus 1, multiply by the square root of 4x squared, 4x squared, okay, plus 3, plus 2. Well, let's eliminate this. 2x minus 1 with 2x minus 1. So let's continue here. Okay, getting that, what we do now is to replace the value of x by half. So here we don't write the limit again, we only replace. So we have 2x. So 2 multiplied by a half. That's okay. 2 multiplied by a half plus 1. On the denominator, we have the square root of 4 multiplied by 1/2 square. Okay, but 1/2 square equals 1/4. So let's do it here. 4 multiplied by 1/4. 1/4 plus 3 plus 3. Now the square root of all this plus 2. Alright, so equals, let's continue here. Okay, 2 multiplied by a half, 2 times 2, 2/2, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So here we have 2. Now here, 4 multiplied by 1/4. 4 times 1, 4, 4/4, 1. 1 plus 3, 4. And the square root of 4 equals 2. And now we add this part, plus 2. Now, 2/2 plus 2. 4, we can simplify this, equals 1/2 will be the final answer. It's the same as 0.5. Okay guys, hoping this video was helpful for you and see you next time.